deterministic data is very important for AdSquare's geo-targeting because it's a one-to-one match. Prior to our deterministic matching, most data was matched at household level, and household data only captures just that household. And there could be anywhere from 4 people or over 20 if it's a building. And that could lead to anywhere from 1 to 100 browsers or tablets or anything. So you need to have a one-to-one deterministic match. And what we mean by that when we look at V12 data is having an email as a match key to be able to match that one individual to a device ID. So once we can do that match, then we can start doing some interesting people-focused targeting where we can follow somebody through a journey and have a conversation with one person and not just a household. So that's why deterministic matching is such a key component for AdSquare. What we provide geo-targeting with AdSquare is information about location is so important, but what V12 data provides is there's another component of offline or real world data that we know. So we have insights to their lifestyle, what they read, what kind of foods they shop for, what kind of car do they drive, all different kinds of information that can enhance and even provide as the backbone for how they do their targeting and how they reach that consumer and with what message. And so it's very important to have more than just geographic location data, but also to enhance it with this lifestyle and purchase behavior data that'll give a marketer much more insight into making better decisions so they can hopefully reach a better KPI and get a better return on ad spend for their marketers. That's a very good question. We match the one-to-one level. V12 Data's heritage, just to give you a quick background, was an email company. So we have a reservoir of, I think it's over 300 or 500 million emails. So we have almost, if everybody has a couple emails in the US, we have them all. So we find the most persistent email and then we use that as a match key so we can match it to that ID. And that's how we measure it on our side, but we don't always trust ourselves. And so we basically take that and we go to companies like Nielsen and ComScore and do outside verification validation. And what we'll do in that case usually is try to focus on demographic data, like core demographic, and you think of age, gender, income, things that are going to be very standard, and we'll have those things measured against our data, and we'll make sure that we come in at a very high propensity score on that match. And if it doesn't, then we have to go back and make sure that our emails are correct and everything's right. Fortunately, we've been in the business since 2002. We have this down pretty well. We know how to make a good deterministic match. So when we go to Nielsen on every 6-month basis and get tested, we come back with a very high scoring on that age, gender, income, which usually goes into our inferred demos and everything else. So we do accuracy on our side as far as the data goes, where we'll triple verify to make sure that if somebody's an outdoor enthusiast, we make sure they have to hit 3 different sources to be there. And then for the deterministic side, we'll find the best email address, match that to the device, and then pass that over to Nielsen to have them verify it for us so we know that we're hitting the right person with the right information. Audience in motion, these type of events are really important to the industry. I think not so much even as a networking tool or other type of events that I go to, but this is an event where you get 3 to 4 hours of really dense content. And this is content that's cutting edge content. This idea of mobile first over cookie, this is still a new idea to a lot of American marketers and agencies and brands. And for us to be in the marketplace as, in some cases, we're called vendors, but even partners, to go work with them, it's our job to educate them. So when we come to these conferences, we're looking to get educated on what's happening in the market right now, and like what is AdSquare doing that's so unique that can really help us go back to the marketer and help them reach their goals. Because if we help the marketer reach their goals, then we're going to all succeed. So it's events like this that are very content focused and have a really good speakers and good content that we can pull a lot of really valuable key tools out of, and then we can go back to our advertisers and back to our marketers and back to our agencies and even back internally and hopefully get to a point where we're helping all these marketers and all these agencies de-silo and get more streamlined marketing and get to a more omni-channel marketing approach so that we can ultimately get to a people-focused approach where we can follow someone through their customer journey and have a really relevant, interesting conversation with them the whole way.